Hello students, welcome back to our another class for subject science. Before we start the class, so I would like to ask you, how was your holidays? So I hope you enjoyed your holidays. And last week, before holidays, we learned about sound volumes. So how sounds can be louder and sound can be softer. But this week we will learn about 4.6. 4.6 muffling sounds. Okay, so what is muffling sound? Okay, so I read first, then I will explain you. There are some sounds that we don't like, or sounds that are too loud. We can muffle sounds that we don't want to hear. This means that we make the sounds quieter and less clear. Loud sounds can hurt our ears. Some people work in very noisy places. They need to protect their ears. They wear ear defenders to muffle the sound. As you can see, the sound of this jackhammer is very loud. Okay, so ways to muffle sound. We fit silencers to cars, trucks and motorcycles to muffle the sound of their engines. In buildings, we use carpets, curtains to stop noise. Sometimes the spaces between the walls are filled with materials that don't let noise through. So next is an activity. Okay, so what is muffling sound? Muffling sound means to make it less louder and make it clear by covering something. Okay, so muffling sounds can be reduced, okay, and can be reflected. Okay, can make it we can make sounds quieter, we can make sounds less clear. Okay, so what do we need? Because loud sounds, as we learned in previous classes, that sounds above 80 decibels are very harmful for our ears. So loud sounds, because mostly if you see construction sites, so most of the construction sites, they have loud sounds because they use equipments and like jackhammers and drills. So jackhammers, so most of the construction equipments make loud sounds. Okay, and a sound of airplane, so you cannot so people working at the airport and close to airplane, so they always wear ear protection, because when the airplane take off, it makes very loud sound. Okay, and like cars, trucks, motorbikes have silencers. Okay, so you can see silencers because engines make very loud noises, sound. Okay, so that's why all the cars, trucks and motorbikes have silencers. So what type of ear protection we can use? So here, ear protections. Okay, we can use earmuffs. So earmuffs like same like earphones, but as you can see in this photo, see this guy is wearing ear protection. Okay, so these called earmuffs. Okay, so mostly in factories, at construction sites, so all the workers wear earmuffs because a lot of loud sounds. So loud sounds can damage our hearings. Okay, cotton. So cotton can also help to reduce the sound. Okay, sound volume, and make it less clear and make it quieter. Cardboard ear protections. Okay, so cardboard is also a good way to reduce the sound. Okay, so we can use cardboard to reduce the sound. So other things like in the house, you use carpets. Okay, and spaces between walls. Okay, carpets, like in the buildings, when they build buildings, they use special material to, like, okay, so you stay in the room. Okay, so you are listening to loud music in the room, but outside the room so no one can hear, people can hear music but they cannot hear very loud, because there is a like a sound barrier. You can see a sound barrier in between, like all the walls, okay, walls are also a sound barrier, okay. So because sound travel through materials, and sounds like walls are solid, and sound travels through solid like very quietly, okay. And that's how we so here's one diagram, look at here. So this is a source of sound. So sound waves come out from the sound source, okay, and here is the ear. So if we don't use ear protection, the sound waves that carry a lot of energy will straightway come to our ears, so it can damage our hearings, okay. So but if we use ear protection, so not all the sound waves will go inside our ear, only the few, and even it goes inside our ear, it will be quieter and carry less energy. So the because some of the sound waves will be reflected to other side, reflected to and somewhere, so we will hear quietly and less clear, okay. So let's have a look at the activity 4.6. Finding out which material muffles sounds the best. Predict which material will muffle sound the best. Place the sound source in the box, in the cardboard box, okay. Pack one of the material around the sound sources in the box. Then place the lid on the box. Stand about 1 meter away from the box and listen to the sound. Is the sound loud or soft, okay. So you can do it at home, okay. So play music on the phone, high volume, okay. So place it in a box, in a cardboard box, like you buy new shoes or shoe box, okay, and then place a lid on that. So when you take off the lid, you will hear loud, but when you place the lid on top of that, you will not hear loud. So that means cardboard is a good material to muffle the sound, okay. So there are some other materials that can be helpful to muffle the sound, okay. So now task 1 so task 1 and task 2 will be posted in the group, okay. So today we will only have 2 videos, so I will not be making the second video. So task 1 and task 2 will be posted in the group, okay. So I will give you some activities to do, and I will give you instruction how to do it, okay. So if you will have any doubts, any questions, you can ask me. That's it for today. That's it for the first video. I will see you in the next video. Hello students, welcome back to our last video for today's class. So today we learned about muffling sounds, and you guys have done a great job in task 1 and task 2. So again I will explain you before I give you homework. So what is muffling sound? Muffling sound means to make it less louder and make it clear by covering something, okay. So loud, as you know, loud sounds are very harmful for our ears. If we hear loud sounds constantly, like we use earphones at home, and we hear high volume on the phone, and we hear constantly for 3 or 4 hours, it will affect our hearing. So that's why we should not use earphones for a long time, okay. So and even we use it, we should reduce the volume. Like we should not listen high volume, we should listen low volume, okay. And like at construction sites, people work in the where they use construction equipments like jackhammer, drills and machines. So machines, jackhammer, drill, they make loud sounds. So they use ear protections like earmuffs, okay. So if you search earmuffs, you will see on Google cotton, okay. So if you just place cotton in your ear and you try to listen something, you will hear it quieter, okay. You will hear it less clear, And cardboard ear protection. So cardboard, like if you place your phone, you play music on a high volume and you place your phone in a cardboard box and you close the lid, you will hear it less clear and you will hear it quieter. Okay, so that's the like if we don't use ear protection, the sound waves straightways sound waves with high amplitude and loud sound can straightway go into our ears. But when we use ear protections, so sound waves get reflected, okay, and they do not go straightway into our ears. So that's how we can protect our ears. Coming on to your homework, so your homework will also be posted in the group. Okay, so if you will have any questions, any doubts regarding your homework, you can ask me. I will be there to help you. So that's it for today. Thanks for participating. Take care, be safe, bye bye. I will see you.